Welcome to Hardheaded Podcast. It's time to join the conversation. All right, we're glad you're here. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Please share this episode with your friends because it's going to be awesome. What do we have on the agenda for today? We're going to hear what's on Troy's mind. Troy Trussell is with us as always to my left. I'm Chet Sears. Matt Amos to my right. Matt is going to cover, he's going to be the first one to talk about what are the top 3 things in your fridge. That's our top 3 list today. Top 3 things always found in your refrigerator. You know, one of the things I find that's interesting is we spell fridge short or differently than refrigerator. Like it's not spelled the same way. The refrigerator and fridge. You think it'd just be, you just take the re off of it. But that's not how it is, ladies and gentlemen. You spell it completely differently. You add a D in there. And then after that, we're going to hear a good word from Matt. So what a great intro. So much better than when Troy does it.
I'm psyched.
We're really excited. Troy, even though I just insulted you, I really would like to know what's on your mind.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that insult. So motivational speaker Jim Rohn, that's probably, I think you pronounce it Rohn. Anyway, he said once that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. And whether you think that's true or not, I think there is some truth to that. Who you associate with is who you're going to...
Herd mentality.
Yeah, herd mentality is who you're going to do things like.
Chet has spoken about this before.
Yes.
That's right.
So over the past few years, I've been in a business coaching group of...
Drinking Bud Light.
No, we do not drink Bud Light.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we meet once a month and we just hash business stuff out. We're all business owners in the group, and there's a business coach that leads it. And sometimes the group gets into some deep stuff, and I'm not going to share anything from anybody else's experience there because that would not be good. But recently, it was kind of a counseling session for me, and it was like a really good session.
Time out. I want you to get right back in there where you are. But if you need counseling, why didn't you come to me and Matt? We would have so much fun with that, Troy. Like I'm kind of upset a little bit.
No, it wouldn't work.
That would be great.
I basically have the keys to success. I mean,
we basically would then talk about it on the podcast. So maybe you did the right thing in not coming to us.
I think I did the right thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue. You had a really good session.
I'll just get my current events from you guys. I don't know about
it's not enough.
business coaching.
what? Are you insane? How much do you pay to be a part of this group?
I don't know if I want to convey that.
Yeah, he's not saying.
Yeah.
$1 less.
And you're going to get like a bunch less in value out of it.
You're gonna get so much more.
Yeah.
Because you're really going to find out how loyal your customers are.
I thought about getting into consulting, business coach or whatever else. And I was looking for something that you said in a text string that we had together.
I think you should, Chet.
And man, I've coached you on some scenarios on how to deal with stuff. You know, I got a couple other folks that reach out to me with crazy. Maybe we ought to just open it up and we'll do it live on the podcast. Like have people call in. And
that'd be
solve
great.
Other problems.
Let's do it.
Or create bigger problems, and then they can call back in and we'll go through that one.
That's how you stay in business.
Yeah. Repeat business.
As a coach.
The customer, we need to come back.
Yeah.
100%.
Anyway, okay.
So anyway, I was having this issue, and we were going through it and just digging deeper into the issue, trying to get to the root of what the cause was. And so it went back, and just thinking about my work history, like, it went way back, like to like my first job out of college, right? I've always had this problem with comparing my work to others or thinking that my work was not good enough.
Okay.
And so
by work, you're the product that you create,
The product
videography,
videography. Back then, it was graphic design, website stuff.
Yeah.
But the people that I've worked for have always said, hey, you do great work.
Yeah.
You did, and I couldn't get past something, and so we just kept digging, and we finally found it where, like, as a young child or whatever, adolescent age or whatever, it was ingrained into me somehow from different people that came in and out of my life that, and it just stuck.
That you're not good enough, or that everybody does things better than you.
That kind of both.
Yeah.
Like that anything that you put your mind to and try to do, you're not gonna be good enough. And so once I figured that out, and I've thought about that before, but never this deep. It became like this counseling session that was fantastic.
Yeah. Did they hold hands with you?
No, we did not hold hands. And we don't drink Bud Light. But no, it was just a really good eye opener. And since then, so like when that happened, and I felt like, yeah, that's got to be the root of where this all is coming from. Because, from that first job, then you fast forward to like when I went out on my own with Trussell Media and did the wedding industry. I was always comparing, and Hannah was always behind me, like, your stuff's just as good as theirs. Like, and I would hear these things like, it's so good. I even did client testimonials. I had 8 clients come in and just rave about Trussell Media and the work I've done for them in the past few years. That was in one ear and out the other. I just knew I'd do that for my clients, so I know I need to do it for my own marketing because it tells a good story.
Yeah.
And one of the guys in the group was like, "Man, you need to go back and listen to those with like a newfound."
Yeah. This is like real.
Yeah, this is real. Like, you have a gift to give people, and you're doing it.
Yeah.
And you just need to get past this. And so yeah, it was a really good eye-opening experience. And so the next day I was given a book review to go listen to, or I was given a book to go listen to. He was giving it a good review. And it's a book called Soundtracks. And it talks about how we as humans, we write, our minds we're always thinking, right? We can't turn it off. Sometimes it's hard to go to sleep because we can't turn it off. But a lot of the soundtracks that get written in your head are negative.
Yeah.
And they're deep-seated. And he goes into the science of it and how your brain, especially at a young age, can write soundtracks in your head that you can't neurologically get to without help from other people.
Yeah. Well, so we can ask a question if we want to go deep. Would you be as good as you are today if you had not thought you weren't good enough early on?
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean,
I'll tell you, you wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like I some of the science behind I'm not good enough is I need to do more to survive.
Yeah,
and
I need to do.
That's actually ingrained in us to survive. Like, that's a biological, I got to go find my food today, and I got to get really good at finding food, because if I don't, I'm not going to.
I'm going to die.
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't ridicule yourself for what's happened in the past. You don't necessarily need to be that way now, but you also don't want to look on it so negatively, as if you had a drive to get better because of that, and you may not have gotten as good as you are without it.
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And I've certainly
mind just blown right there.
0.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but figuring that out and actually pinpointing
That'll
it.
give you some freedom to not try to chase perfection.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really given me, like, through just being a business owner, I would get in slums. Like, once a month I was getting in a slump to where I'd either get overworked, and then whenever I would get overworked and lazy or whatever, that thought would come in. And so it would put me into like a mild depression.
Yeah.
And so this was like recurring. This was happening probably for the past few years. I'd come in and out of it, and it's weird because I would go to this group and I'd come out of it and,
real high. Yeah.
I'd have a high, and then I'd go down to the slump. Then I'd meet with the coach and get back up, and then go down and then go back to the group. And
because you were listening to them, and then when you got away from their voice, you'd listen to that inner voice that's saying, I'm not good enough.
right. But I finally pinpointed that and did some digging and
Yeah.
a lot of thought and prayer around it. And man, I've truly have come out of it.
Yeah.
And so it's been really good.
That's awesome. Did you look in a mirror?
Do your daily affirmations.
I did.
That
Let's
was
say.
that was my, we're on the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same wave of high five.
Stuart Smalley.
Yeah.
No, so in that book Soundtracks, it does have, he calls it an anthem that you can,
Close.
that he has. And he challenges everybody that reads the book to do it for 30 days. And I rewrote some of the things. He said rewrite it to make it fit you. I rewrote them. I set it in front of the mirror for
Did
30
you really?
days.
Looking at you?
Yeah.
Was the guy Stuart Smalley? Did he write it?
No.
Okay.
He's not a real person, Chet.
The one of the two good sayings. I like one of them better than the other one. Have you ever heard "perfect is the enemy of good"?
No, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, and
Makes sense,
That's along the same line. But the one I say all the time is, "Don't sacrifice the good to chase the perfect."
Yeah.
Like, good sometimes is all you need. Get good and move on.
Yeah.
Like, quit chasing perfection. You're killing the good.
Yep.
That's awesome, dude. So, what has that meant to you? Like, you sleep better? You're not getting in the slumps? What's
Yeah. So I sleep better. I have more fun at work. I don't put so much pressure on myself about, being perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I have new motivation to grow the business and to do better in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just lots of new things.
What about, have you let your customers down now because your product sucks?
Heck no. I've probably done better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you don't have that cloud looming over you?
Yeah, because I don't have that cloud, and the cloud would just bring procrastination, right? Because I'd get to where I wouldn't want to do anything, and then I'd be doing everything last minute. Now I have like daily schedules, and I'm actually, another thing that's come out of this is I'm less hesitant to give more work to my editor, and I'm less hesitant about hiring another one.
Yeah.
Because, like, hey, I can always fix it.
It doesn't need to look exactly like I would have done it.
Right.
We just need to see the customer satisfied.
It just needs to be satisfy the customer. It needs to have my stamp of approval.
Yeah.
And then it needs to be a great product.
It needs to be good.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be perfect.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been really good.
I think a lot of entrepreneurs are probably where you are. For a couple of reasons. Like, number one, it makes it hard for you to work for people, right? Because if you want to get perfection and they're just like, give me a product, you don't enjoy work.
Done. Yeah,
you don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of entrepreneurs are probably where you were or where you are now. They've learned to say, hey, what is the market asking for, and can I give them that, and can I do it well? Maybe at a price that makes me comfortable and gets me more business,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. So that's what's been on my mind. Figured I'd share it.
Oh, I appreciate that. That's good. I think, how long did that take, that counseling session?
It was probably 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah. We probably could have done that in about 25 minutes, Matt. Me and you.
Yep.
Yeah. No doubt.
For
$1 less.
$1 less.
Yes.
Saved you time, which time is money, so it's actually worth more than that $1.
That's right.
That's just me being a business coach and knowing
Knowing how things work.
my
the
value.
Economies of scale.
Knowing my value.
That's right.
My next issue, I'll come to you guys first.
You got it, man.
Yeah.
You got it. Because then their counseling session is going to be digging you out of whatever hole we just put you in.
Exactly.
Oh, I'll put you way into that hole.
All right. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back, talk about the top 3 things that are always in our fridge.
Are you driving traffic to your website? Do you have an engaging homepage? Better yet, does your homepage have a video? We recently created a video for a client about his business and the services they provide. Since he placed the video on the homepage of their website, he has had a number of clients specifically say they decided to use his services because of that video. At Trussell Media, we help businesses create engaging videos to host on their websites, email to clients, and use in their social media marketing. Contact us if you're interested in creating a video for your homepage today. TrussellMedia.com. Fill out the form at TrussellMedia.com/contact. Let us help you tell your story through video.
And we're back.
Woo.
That was good.
We all said some affirmations.
All affirmations.
We're ready to go.
That's right.
You know,
with our top 3.
I think it would be funny. Like I could do, instead of a mirror, I do it my phone. Like I post it.
Post your affirmation. Is
Like I was talking to myself.
Please
I'm not talking
do
to
it.
an audience that's there. I'm talking to myself.
Please do it. Please start doing it every day. You'll go viral.
I don't want to go viral. I don't like my relationship.
Last
with the
time he went
internet.
viral, he was on a respirator.
Ooh, bada boom.
It was COVID yeah, is it a virus? It was a virus?
Yeah.
Yeah, the coronavirus, I guess. I'm an idiot. All right. Hey, come on, guys. Disagree.
Get in your phone and tell yourself that.
Okay, Matt. What are the top 3 things in your fridge?
Number 3, eggs.
Ooh, home-raised farm eggs.
At all times, eggs.
Yep.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Was that loud?
That was loud. Yeah, eggs, no matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Number 2, eggs. I don't think you understand
I'm seeing
how many eggs I have.
I'm seeing a pattern.
I'm going to let you guess number 1.
Eggs.
Eggs. We went from not having eggs
And now you have eggs.
to only having eggs.
No room for anything
there's
else?
almost no room for the milk. There's almost no room for
Hey, so how's that chicken?
anything else.
Don't you have the rolling one?
No.
Oh, I thought you got the rolling one.
No. I'm going to build those for when I do the broilers.
Oh, okay.
So you move them pasture to pasture. And,
Yeah.
yeah. For free ranging eggs. But
Yeah.
No.
Chickens.
The chickens are free ranging, not the eggs.
yeah.
What have you not changed your diet to eat more eggs?
Try as we might. We cannot put a dent because we're getting 10 eggs every single day.
Hey, man. Next time you come to do a recording session,
I'll
bring some eggs.
I'll take some eggs.
$5.
Huh? $1 less.
$1 less.
$4.
Keep going, $1 less.
No,
I mean, omelets,
we trust me.
egg casseroles,
Quiche.
bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches.
We have to have bacon. We have to have room in the fridge for bacon.
No, hold the bacon. Bacon, egg sandwiches,
You
egg
don't-
salad.
Do you know?
You don't
deviled
have to put,
eggs?
You don't have to put farm. You don't have to store farm eggs in the fridge.
No, you don't. But there's also not enough counter space because we have the eggs that have just come out on the counter in buckets. I don't think you understand the severity of how many eggs
Let's have an egg feed.
I truly do have.
Let's have an egg feed.
And they haven't. Now school's about ready to get over, so they're going to start making
Top 3 ways to cook an egg.
Can I come?
doing it.
Can I come get some eggs for free if I drive out there? Get a
No,
bucket.
I can't give them away.
Why not?
You better bring your own egg crates. He ain't giving egg crates away. That's what he's selling. Egg crates.
Yeah, with our stamp for $5.
$1 less
$4. No,
for
So-
a 24 pack.
summer's almost upon us. The kids are almost out of school. Audrey's almost done working. So fire trucks.
Yeah.
But we were using a lot of eggs to make the homemade noodles and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and just with the schedule right now with the kids and sports and school, they can't do it because because you know about me and pasta. I'm not a real big fan. It always bothered me a little bit stomach wise. And when they started doing those homemade noodles, I didn't have any issues with that. And they're way, way better than anything you can buy at a store anywhere.
Homemade egg noodles?
There's
homemade noodles.
Good, noodles.
Yeah.
Fresh pasta is different.
But she's done spaghetti noodles, bow tie noodles. I mean, all kinds of ravioli, made our own ravioli. And,
nice.
Super good. But yeah, we still have a ton.
I'm telling you that, let me, I can point you in some direction on some stuff too. I've been traveling to Italy quite a bit and dude, ravioli. My gosh. I spent.
If I'm going to order a dish, it's going to be ravioli.
Well, let me tell you, this is a different ravioli that I'm talking about. Better, like I'm agreeing with you here, but they do it different ways in Italy that I never thought about before.
Like how?
Like there's no red sauce whatsoever. I got some pictures I'll show you. It's fantastic, and it's known for where I was is known for their ravioli. Like there's different styles of Italian food, depending on region. This is like the region that's known for the best ravioli.
So I may have had some like that in some establishments that I've eaten in that are really, your fancy stuff, but I do like them. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They are good. But besides just eggs, I always have jalapenos, the pickled jalapenos, always have those on hand because if I wanted a late night run of when I make bean dip, or not make bean dip, but whenever I open up a can of refried beans, I always dump in the jalapeno juice and some of the jalapenos and then mix them. And then I'll put those on top of tortilla chips, add some cheese, and then jalapeno on top of that and make nachos. And sometimes that's just what I'll eat for dinner at night.
Delicious.
And
getting hungry.
Oh, it's so good. And then we always have cheese.
We always have
What
cheese.
kind of cheese? Shredded? Pre-shredded at the store?
No.
Big old block of cheese? Yeah.
Multiple blocks of cheese. Yeah, I've had some like that. Yeah. Super good.
Dude. Butter. It's a butter sauce on the outside with some fresh Parmesan.
Nice. Parmigiano.
Ooh, that's how do you call that? Displayed a little nicer than what I had, but it was good.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my top 3.
All right. I'm going to go now. And
good.
I realize I missed a few things
here.
out. Sour cream. Always in her fridge. My now 17-year-old daughter can go through a normal sized tub at a sitting if the dish requires like sour cream for doing some Mexican or whatever. Number 2, cream. So whether that's like a half and half or a heavy whipping cream, we have a lot of heavy whipping cream.
Those seem to be the 2 things that we always have them until I
you
want
need
them.
Yeah.
And then I look in there and I'm like, where did the sour cream go? It's gone.
Yeah.
Where did the cream go? It's gone.
Yep.
That's what happens at our house too. Yeah.
And number 1, milk. There's always milk in there. It's just like if I open the door and the milk isn't right there, it's just weird. Like, what? We don't have milk? That's crazy. It's crazy talk.
We always typically have milk. There's this.
I think what we have in there right now may be expired, but
rare occasion that we don't have milk.
We always have oat milk because our boys are allergic to cow milk.
Are you sure?
We got rid of cow milk and their eczema cleared up.
Really?
Not kidding.
Huh.
Yep.
Interesting.
It has changed a lot of things.
Have you tried Brahms milk?
Yeah, without the...
Yeah, all the RGBH and whatever
it's called. Yeah, we tried that for a while. It helped, but it didn't clear it up.
Yeah.
Audrey drinks almond milk.
Yeah, I'm not we have so when we make smoothies at home, we put chocolate almond milk in them to make the chocolatey flavor. And I'll eat it in that. I have yet to pour myself a cup of almond milk and just drink it straight.
You can't. No, you can't.
I'm kind of nervous about that.
You can't do that.
I have. They're 2 totally different things. It's not a replacement for cow milk.
I still can't do it.
It's just
It says milk on it and I can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're using it as a replacement for cow's milk because that's
Not me.
what you're using for cereal. And have you? Oh
No.
I
can't even do 1% in cereal. I barely could do 2%.
It's like drinking. It's like eating with water.
Milk should only be whole. That's in my opinion.
I agree with that. If you're going to drink it,
I would typically agree with that. I do like 2%.
Unless you
I don't
have
like it. I'll drink it.
eczema issues, then go with oat milk.
Ashley and I were talking the other day about things that you lose when you get married. And it was based on some discussion where that was like,
Your virginity.
yeah, that's pretty funny. It was like a deeper discussion.
I want to apologize to the
That's the way it should be anyway.
The way people come when you come together, like you lose your old life, right? There's things that you used to do that you no longer do and whatever else. And Ashley was like, "What do you think about that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I lost white bread and whole milk. Like that's what I lost."
Yeah, that's good.
Anyway, all right, Troy, what you got for your top 3?
We always have ketchup. Always in the fridge.
What brand? Heinz?
Heinz Simply is what we buy because they put vegetables in it, according to the label.
Aren't tomatoes?
Well, yeah, but they add
like a V8 mix.
yeah, something like that.
With sodium?
Oh, MSG all over it.
There's all. Hey, did you check out for MSG?
No,
Any better?
You know,
better
it's
check it.
I don't
you
use it.
know it's got MSG.
You better check it.
It's for my son, my 10-year-old.
So it's okay for your son, but not for you.
Well, he's addicted to Chick-fil-A, so of course.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Speaking, I do want to give a shout out to the Chick-fil-A down in Atlanta, Georgia. That's fairly close to the airport.
Yeah.
Was down there a few weeks ago.
Was it the original? The original's not far from the airport.
it's down there. It wasn't the original
something house,
but it's close. And we walked in, and the manager kind of took one look at us. We ordered our food, went and sat down. Of course, it's a bunch of guys and a girl. We're all missing parts. And he comes to the table and he goes, "Here, take some of these," and handed us like 20 cards for a free sandwich.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then I did not know this, but Chick-fil-A has their own challenge coin.
What?
And he gave us like a handful of those, one for each of us. He came and handed it to us individually and shook our hands and then gave us the coin and then said, "I know you're going on this trip, so here's some coins for the people that are going to be there." And it's a
no way
veteran appreciation, Chick-fil-A, blah, 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 and gave us the coin. I thought that was really awesome.
That is awesome.
So shout out to Chick-fil-A on that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Still need to get rid of their MSG though.
No, that's how they can afford. That's how they can afford chips. Okay.
No,
Ketchup.
That is cool. Homemade salsa, number 2.
Really? Always in your fridge?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made it.
I don't think you understand the term always.
What was the top 3? Was it the things that are pretty much always in your fridge?
No, it was always.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's not in there, it's being made on the counter.
Okay. All right.
I tell you what, I will trade you eggs
Ooh.
for homemade salsa.
And $4.
No, we'll do a straight across trade there because my whole family eats salsa.
How much you want?
A dozen jars for a dozen eggs.
Negative.
I don't know, however much. I will eat all of it. Salt. Yeah, you all know, both of you know that salsa is like my number one snack.
Yeah,
food.
you're big salsa guy.
I am too. I'll bring you a batch and need to get Ashley to make Stone's old batch.
Stone may be making salsa for a job this summer because he's going to be crippled. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And then number 1, seltzer water.
Oh, you would.
So good.
Oh, right next to your Bud Light.
Nope.
A couple things. Couple things
I
here.
quit drinking Bud Light.
If you eat salsa as much as you do, you don't need to refrigerate it. You don't have to refrigerate ketchup, and nobody should be drinking seltzer water. So why do you even have a refrigerator?
That's a good question.
I
Chet.
keep all those things in the refrigerator.
Well, you don't have to.
You got to keep seltzer water in the refrigerator. You can't drink it room temp.
Nobody drinks it at all. But
Yeah,
you.
nobody should drink
No,
seltzer water.
I know tons of people. Because like I said in the beginning, you hang out with the 5 average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Is
all those people drink seltzer water.
They're crazy.
Here's what I do with seltzer water. Is Perrier seltzer?
Yeah.
So I didn't have a spitter at the airport. I actually went and I was
Bought
like,
Perrier.
so somebody wouldn't drink it, and I dumped it out and used it as a
Oh, gosh.
Oh man, that's funny.
All right. Good word. Matt.
Oh, that's me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Hey, you know why I drink seltzer water? Have I ever shared that with you?
You're trying to be unique and hip?
No, because I quit
You're
drinking.
woke? Is that-
It's a replacement for beer
Why don't you just drink water?
because it's not the same just drinking regular water.
Well, seltzer water is not beer.
But when it's just you crack the top, you get that satisfaction, and then that first sip, the carbonation, it just goes down like a beer, and it's just satisfying.
Yeah, I don't like it. When I'm in Europe, they're like that's what they serve is sparkling water or carbonated.
Yeah, you can order it everywhere. I mean,
no, that's what they bring, and I'm like,
oh,
still, I want still water. Like,
gotcha.
don't give me any of that bubbly crap
Still water
or flat. Some places you say flat water. Flat water.
What movie? No,
What?
don't remember the
No.
still water. All right, moving on.
Yep. All right. Good word.
Good word. Consistency.
Yes.
And today's good word is very simple. It comes out of Matthew 5:37. And when we're different translations of the Bible, so we've got the ESV, which is the English Standard Version. We have the KJV, which is the King James Version. Today, I don't know what it stands for, but on the same line, it's MSG. So that's what I'm going to read out of.
It's the message.
The Message.
Yeah.
So it's MSG.
It's a, that's pretty funny.
Very horrible, loosely translated version of the Bible.
It's not a translation. It's a paraphrase.
Okay, so I'm not going to read. I'm going to read the actual. We'll go with the English Standard Version.
Okay.
And then I'll read MSG, just for giggles. 537 says, "Let what you say be simply yes or no. Anything else comes from evil." MSG paraphrases apparently to say, just say yes and no. When you manipulate words to get your own way, you go wrong. So being consistent, not attaching anything else to that yes or no. And it's been translated, not translated, but what's
Interpreted.
Thank you. Interpreted a couple of different ways. And the interpretation that I'm taking from it is be precise in what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Don't beat around the bush and don't say, well, I'll get to that. Yeah, I'll get to that. Or no, not really. It's either yes or no.
Yeah. Or maybe like always, almost always.
Oh, almost always.
Yeah. Thanks for being that, giving us a object lesson right there in the middle.
Well, here's the thing. I knew Matt didn't have anything prepared, so I wanted to help
give him
out.
something. Give him something.
Strangely enough, I had this word prepared.
He was like, "Man, that's Matthew 5:37 behavior right there."
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
but I've been using this, and typically my good words are personal. It's what I've been.
What you're dealing with.
I'm not preaching to anybody. And so as I read, this is what's being said to me.
Yeah.
And so, a lot of times I will take something on or I'll commit to something because I don't want to let somebody else down. And kind of like with business, striving for perfection and wanting to please everybody and be, make everybody happy and be perfect. As a Marine, that's incredibly, that's 10 years ingrained in me because that's what everything has to be perfect, as a Marine, even though nothing is ever perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But you strive for that perfection.
How you make your bed, how your uniform looks.
Everything, and you get drilled on it every single time. And it doesn't matter how good you do. It's never good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have the most polished uniform. You can have, you can have gone through and spent 15 hours on that thing. And there's just nothing that you think that anybody could ever pick on. they'll flip up your pant leg and they'll be, oh, what about this one? And they'll look at this little Irish pennant inside the seam on this, that's fail, and so they do that on purpose, but that's getting away from the point. But that was ingrained in me for so long that it's very difficult for me in a lot of ways to tell somebody no and just mean it. Not, and the culture that we're in, a lot of people take it as rude or, they get upset, when you tell them no. And I've gotten a little bit better at doing that, at telling people no. Just because there was a time, you're trying to work a job, you got your family trying to run a business and then, run a 501, at some point, and I know that everybody doesn't see, on the surface, everything that I do. And so there, a lot of times it's like, oh, well, he's got time to do this or time to do that. And it's like, well, man, I'd love to. No. And I need to put that I'd love to out and just say, I can't do that right now.
Right.
And be more precise and concise in that. And I can see how that would alleviate a heck of a lot of stress. And so, the good word of the day is just be consistent in your answers. If you know 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can do something and you're going to tell somebody yes, then you fulfill what you've told them. You don't beat around the bush and procrastinate and take your time. You say, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. Mm-hmm. And if you can't do that, no.
Yeah.
Because you're doing that person a bigger favor by telling them no than you are by saying yes and then dragging it out and not getting it done until the last minute or late or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've struggled with that. I'll get stuff done late. And it's not like I want to, I wanted to do this for you, but I couldn't make my commitment. And so it's about basically keeping your oaths, keeping your commitments. And that's as simple as yes and no and knowing when to say no.
Yeah. That's good, man. That's powerful. Very powerful. What a great episode, man. This is really good.
Good stuff. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. It's my job.
Oh, sorry.
Being precise.
I probably already cut this off.
We'll
he already shut you down.
This is very important that you hear this right now, audience. We'll see you. Matt almost did a spit take. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Hardheaded Podcast. Don't forget to share this podcast with others to help us get the word out.
Also, if you haven't yet, please rate and review the show. This helps our podcast show up in other people's suggested shows that may or may not have listened to us before.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.